Hi, welcome to Wonderful Wednesdays. Had a few tech issues this morning, but interestingly, we are going to focus on shoulders and neck today. It's impossible to go anywhere and not see somebody holding their device with their head forward. And I just want to remind you about what kind of pressure we're putting on the muscles and the vertebra of the neck. So when your head is just sitting the way it should be, in good alignment with your spine, it's 12 pounds, about, give or take. People's heads are different sizes. When you lean your head 15 degrees forward, so let's say about that much, you're adding 27 pounds of pressure. 30 degrees is 40 pounds of pressure. 45 is 49, 60 pounds. And this is where a lot of people are holding their iPhone or their Androids, whatever it is. It's like here. So 60 degrees is 60 pounds of pressure. And that's shaving off some of your cervical vertebra. It's damaging and stressing out the muscles in the back of the neck. So today we're going to hopefully undo some of that damage and be mindful about having our electronic devices in front of us. So yeah, we're going to start out sitting. If you're able to sit cross-legged, it's always good to put something underneath your hips. It just makes it easier to stay in alignment. And of course, a chair, something with a firm bottom, sitting up tall, feet flat on the floor. So let's just begin, because the breath is a way that we can feel movement and energize the spine. Truly, it creates movement in the spine just by breathing. Okay, so you can close your eyes if you want. Breathing in, feel your belly expand. And as you exhale, feel your navel drawing back towards your spine. You can do this on your own time, but inhale, soften your belly. Exhale, and draw the navel back towards the spine. Sitting tall, inhale, honoring the lower lumbar curve in your spine. So when you lift up at the sternum, you can't help but create that concave position in the lumbar area, the lower back. This is where I'm focusing on the areas that I know a lot of us get into some type of physical stress, tension. And this is another thing. As you're breathing in, this is a way that we also release stress. The problem in our society today is that just by watching the news or being stuck in traffic, we can create that feeling of stress and anxiety in our bodies, and our muscles react the same way that they do when we're walking around or sitting with poor posture or feeling that we're physically under threat. It's all the same, whether it's physical or mental, same stuff is going on in your body. So by practicing this conscious breathing, softening the belly, pulling the navel back in, you're releasing stress and tension, both physical and mental. Excuse me. Just continue a couple more times, breathing in. One more deep breath in. And let it all go. Okay, let's release the hands off to the side so they're not on your thighs anymore. And inhale the shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, lower them down. So your inhale, draw the shoulders up and just let them fall away. Inhale, you're going to feel the reverberation through your entire core. Exhale, let them down. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up to ears. Exhale and release. Okay, and then one shoulder at a time, lift it up and roll it back. Other shoulder up, exhale, roll it back. So as if you were swimming backwards, but you're just doing it with your shoulders. Lifting the shoulder one at a time up to the ear and rolling it back, opening up the front of the body, counteracting that rounded, hunched over position that we're spending. You know, since in the last 10 years, we're spending almost twice as much time in front of our devices. It's not bad, it's not wrong. I mean, we're inspired, we learn, we're reading on it, we're talking to people on it. But to recognize and realize that all that time spent with our devices could be harming our health unless we pay attention. Okay, so that's great. So let's inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Now exhale, let's twist to the right, bringing your left hand onto your right knee, twisting the spine. This is also something that not only should we not be sitting for hours at a time. If you are, get up and walk around. Sitting's like the new smoking, kids. It is not good for your health and bad for circulation. That's obviously super important. And inhale back to center. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. So just a simple twist, even if you're just, when you're sitting in your chair, don't forget to do that. But do get up and move around. Don't sit, at least, please don't sit for longer than half an hour at the most. Get up and move, just even walking. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Yes. Okay. And now you can bring your hands back onto your thighs. We're just going to move the neck a little bit. Now, just going side to side, as slowly or quickly as it feels, you're going to feel or hear a little bit of sound in the neck vertebra. Don't worry, that's just a little bit of calcium buildup. But this feels, it should feel nice. You can also leave the head to one side. So let's do that to the left side. Bring your left hand up. Fingertips are pointing towards right ear. Extend the opposite arm out to the other side. Maybe flex the hand. You'll feel that in the upper arm area. So flexing the opposite arm that's out to the side. Feel when you flex your hand, which is good for releasing some of the tension in the wrist, but you'll feel that in your upper arm. And release. And let's slowly change to the other side. So bringing the right hand up, fingers pointing towards left ear, and you're taking the head over to the right side, and then take the opposite arm out to the side, flex your hands, spread your fingers, and just breathe. And release. Bring your hands back onto your thighs and then drop your chin towards the center of your chest. Now isolate, just the neck and the head are moving, and we're going to make clockwise circles with our nose, drawing a circle. So take it slowly at the quarter hour, slowly up to the top of the clock with your nose. Exhale, coming back down, other side. And now arriving back at the center. And then inhale, you're isolating just the neck and the head. Nothing else is moving except the breath, the neck, and your head. Bringing your nose up to midnight. If you're going quickly, slow down. And come around on an exhale to the other side. Feel the muscles stretching in your neck. Do this mindfully one more time. Inhale. Inhaling up to the top. Exhale. Back down to the center. And then let's reverse. Go the other direction. Inhaling, so this will be counterclockwise. Up to midnight. Exhale. Down towards 6 o'clock. And inhale. Breathing, enjoying this stretch, releasing tension. Exhale. And last time, inhaling. Truth be told, if we learn how to mitigate and release our stress and tension, we will have a lot more energy, a lot more. Stress and tension takes up a lot of our energy, a lot of space in our bodies. Inhale, the head back to center. If your eyes weren't closed, close them just for a moment. Get your shoulders back. Lift your sternum up. Let your head rest in the center of your shoulders with your neck aligned above your spine. And breathe. Feel the spaciousness and the movement of your body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Okay, kids. Now, remove whatever you were sitting on. Come on onto your mats. So we're going to do a version of Thunderbolt Vajrasana. Now, I have a blanket. It's always good to have a blanket nearby for your knees if you need it. I don't actually need it, but I'm just going to put it right here just to show you. If you do need it, put it under your knees. So here's what we're going to do. Have a look-see first. So standing up on your knees, you're going to bring your right hand behind your back with your palm facing up. You're going to lift your left hand up and turn the palm out. As you come down, and most of the weight is going to be in your legs, you're going to take your left arm down with the palm facing up, and you're going to bring your left side of your face to the floor. And then we're coming back up, left arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Now the right arm comes up. Remember, your right palm, both palms are going to face up and out. When your right arm is up, you're going to bring the right side of your face down onto the mat. So exhale. Right side of face down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, the arm down. Bring the left up. And left arm down. Both palms facing up. Left side of face on floor. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Right side of face to floor. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down, left side of face to floor. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Last time, right side, right arm up. Exhale, bring the right arm down with your palm facing up on your sacrum and right side of face down. Release both arms, bring your hands under your shoulder, pressing up, coming into neutral. We're going to inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. This is still one of the best releases for shoulder, upper back. Of course, you can't separate the neck, the shoulder, and the upper back. They're all working together. And inhale, bring the left arm up, sweep it up. Exhale, thread the needle, bring the arm through as much as you can, releasing left side of face to floor. Inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, left arm down. And coming back to tabletop, let's do the right side. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm through, right side of face to floor. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, nice stretch too for the rib cage, the intercostal muscles, threading the needle, right side of the face down. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, last time, thread the needle, right side of face to the floor. And inhale. And now come on down onto your bellies. We're going to do a version here of Cobra. So once again, I may need you to have a look-see before we start so you know what we're going to be doing. So once again, you're going to bring your right arm bent onto your sacrum, so the palm is facing up, and then you're going to take your left arm, bend at the elbow, inhale, coming up into Cobra, and it's like a salute. So palm is facing down with your left arm, and back down, and bring that arm around, and then we're going to do it with the right side. So let's go now. Sweep the right arm out to the right side. You're lying on your bellies. Bend the elbow, and then bring your right hand to your forehead like a salute, and lifting the upper body off the floor. Exhale, come on down. Switch arms. Your right hand with the palm facing up is back on your sacrum, and the left arm is sweeping out to the side. So keep that arm straight, and then bend at the elbow. As you bend, inhale, lift the upper body off the floor, come into a salute. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, right arm, reaching up, bending the elbow, lifting the upper body. In the salute, exhale, arm down, behind the body, left arm, one more time, reaching, bend at the elbow, let's salute, exhale, arm down, last time coming up here, right side, sweep the arm, palm faces down, bend the elbow, coming into the salute, and back down. And I'm assuming that you didn't do the left hand when I demonstrated, so let's do the left side. Make sure we're balanced even. Sweep the arm out to the side, bend at the elbow, salute, and come back down. Release the arms from the side, back, and press up. And let's come into our modified child's pose, except you'll do puppy pose if bending the knees too much is an issue. Knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch, bum goes back towards the heels, reach the arms out in front. Nice stretch here for the shoulders, the upper arms. You can feel the muscles. And just breathe here into your side and back ribs. One more deep breath here. And letting go. Okay, come on over onto your backs for a moment. And we're going to do bridge pose. But I want you to pay attention here to your neck. So with your legs bent, your feet flat on the floor, your heels aligning with your sits bones, your knees over your ankles, arms by your side. Here's where we tuck the shoulder blades. So lifting up, tuck the shoulder blades under the heart center. Tilt your head towards the center of your chest. Okay, so you might feel like you got a bit of a double chin here as you tucking your chin towards the center of your chest. Now, press the small of the back into the floor. As you lift your pelvis up, notice how this begins to flatten the back of your neck. It may not be touching the floor, that's not the point, but be aware of your neck here. So holding in bridge, lifting up a little bit higher. Of course, you know there are many, many benefits to the bridge pose, but we're using it today to release tension and stress in shoulders and neck, and then slowly return and notice how your neck relaxes when your buttocks come back down onto the floor. And one more time, press the small of your back into the floor. Peel your spine off the floor. As you lift your pelvis, your neck, back of your neck, begins to flatten. And exhale, slowly release, coming all the way down. And releasing the lower back by tilting the pelvis or tailbone into the floor. And one last time. Tilt the pelvis up. Press the small of the back into the floor. Peel your spine off the floor. And now let's bring arms underneath the body. Interlock your fingers with your knuckles pointing towards your heels. You're going to do a little rocking from side to side and squeeze those shoulder blades together, opening up the chest, the front of the body. Now, arms should be flat on the floor in order to safely lower the torso onto your arms. You have an option here. If your arms are not flat on the floor, then perhaps just stay up here in bridge pose. However, if that becomes too onerous, then release your arms under your body and lower your torso back to the floor. But if you can, lower your torso onto your arms. If you feel at this time you want to bring your heels a little closer to your sits bones, go for it. Inhale, so moving the feet forward. Inhale, lift the torso up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Feel the navel pulling back towards the spine. And one more time. Inhale. Feel the belly expand as you lift the body up. Release the arms out to the side, starting from the top of the spine, one vertebra at a time. Let your torso return to the floor. Keeping the feet flat on the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Now, inhale, reach the right arm up, lifting the shoulder off the floor so you're isolating. Exhale, lower that arm and shoulder. Feel your shoulder bone connecting and your shoulder blades with the floor. Inhale, lift the other arm up. Exhale, release it down. Oh, I just heard a little crack. Nice. Being my own little chiropractor this morning. Inhale, lift that right arm up, reaching, stretching up. Exhale, lower it down. And left arm and shoulder. One more time, reaching up and back down. And then draw the knees up in towards the chest. This also helps to release tension in the spine. So one hand on each knee and just rocking from side to side or making circles. You can make the knees uneven. Do a little exploration. So make this slow and deliberate. Find out if there's any tension or stress in the hips, in the sacral area, anywhere in the spine as you roll or rock. That's right, we get to rock and roll in yoga. Yay. Okay. Place your hands underneath the backs of your thighs, or you roll over onto your side and use your top arm to press yourself back up. Whichever works for you best. Okay, come on over onto your knees. Curl your toes under. Roll back onto the soles of your feet. Let your head hang here for a moment. This is another great tension release, just to hang out with your knees softly bent, your belly, your torso resting on your thighs, letting the weight of your head, that 12 to 15 pounds, stretch out your cervical vertebra, which due to poor posture and gravity gets compressed. And those gelatinous discs can herniate if we're not in good posture. And this allows them to plump up a little bit. So let's slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Keep your chin tucked into your chest. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then exhale as you get right into proper alignment. So we have many opportunities during the day to be sure that we're in good alignment. And the thing is that it not only looks good, it facilitates better digestion, elimination, energy levels due to better respiration. And let's face it, there is nothing attractive about seeing people like this. You know, hey, there you go. Look at that. Tech guy's paying attention. And nobody's on their device more than tech guy. Oh boy. Well, that's what he does. Okay, so let's come up to the front of the mat for sun salutations. Inhale, in place. Exhale, hands in prayer. Step your feet apart, arms up, reach up, look up and arc back. Open the front of the chest, stretching out your armpits and your shoulders. Inhale, reach up, lifting out of your waist. Exhale, stretch forward as you fold from your hips, fingertips to the floor. Please let your head hang here. Step your left leg back, drop the knee to the mat, bring your hands onto your front knee. And then if you want to, you're going to lift that back knee off the floor or leave it there. Inhale, sweep the arms up, focusing on the shoulders, making sure your head directly over your shoulders and your shoulders directly over your hips. So you're not leaning forward in this position, straight up and down, Fingertips are active. Fingers are active. Now turn the hands forward, spread the fingers apart, middle finger points forward, take that front foot back, come on into your push-up plank position. And remember, if this is too much for your arms, wrists, or shoulders, then release your knees to the floor and cross at the ankles. However, if it is not, there's not a whole lot better when it comes to strengthening your upper body than push-up position. I have a friend, she's more active than anyone I've ever met. And I've met some pretty active people in my life, but she's noticing she doesn't have any upper body strength when she's trying to get her kayak out of the car and take it to the water. So she's doing something about that right now with a personal trainer. But we're training ourselves here by doing our yoga practice and developing upper body strength. Release the knees, flatten the tops of the feet. Take your buttocks back towards your heels. Leave your hands exactly where they are. Bring your belly onto your thighs, if not your diaphragm. Feel this stretch through the shoulders because your hands are staying put. You're feeling a stretch through the pectoral chest muscles and your armpits. Now, release your forearms and elbows. Stay nice and low. Forearms and elbows on the floor. They may not stay there. As you come forward, go slowly and then release your chest and your chin down. And I'm sure this is where some of you want to curse me and say, oh, I hate this position. But you know what? Your body likes it, even though you think it doesn't. But it's so good for the alignment of your spine, your vertebra. Okay, slide everything out behind you. By the way, my yoga teacher said every negative thought has a health reducing effect. So every time we have a negative thought, consider that. And if you can't be positive, at least try to be neutral. So lining up the fingertips with the edges of your shoulders, flatten the tops of your feet, roll an invisible alley with your nose, and then inhale, coming up into baby cobra. Make sure those shoulders stay back away from your ears and your shoulder blades down your back. So strengthening your back muscles. Keep breathing. All of these things, I'm sure, over time are feeling so much easier than they did when you first started this practice. Notice that. Feel good about that. One more inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Come on all the way down. Curl your toes under, lower your head. Pressing up with your hands, lift your hips up. Walk your feet just a few inches forward, then bend your knees. Press your sits bones towards the back. Make sure all 10 fingers are pressing into your mats. And then press your heels towards the floor. Feel a beautiful stretch in the backs of your legs, your knees, your calves, your Achilles tendons, getting you ready for tennis. And I see Andreas, I'm not going to try and say her last name, but that wonderful young Canadian tennis player you probably know. She's had a lot of time off. So keep pressing your heels in towards the floor to get a good stretch in the backs of your legs. And she wrote a children's book in her time off. And she's getting ready to get back onto the tennis circuit. Inhale, lift the left leg up. I want to say her last name, but it is difficult. Okay, look forward, bring your left foot forward, other leg forward. Please let your heads hang. There you go. Soften your knees. Give your head a little bit of a swing because we're letting all the tension and stress out of our neck, shoulders. Make sure you're breathing. Okay. Let's galvanize the thighs by lifting up on the kneecaps. Pull your navel in towards your spines. Bring your arm beside your ears. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Feet apart for balance. Reach up, look up, and arc back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, reach forward as you fold. Let your heads hang. Crown of your head should be facing the floor. Every chance you get to release your neck and let your head stretch it out, do it. Okay, soften your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, reaching up into prayer. Exhale, slowly bring your hands down to the center of your chest. Let's do another round of sun salutations. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Step your feet apart, arms up, reach up, look up, arc back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Uttanasana, let your head hang. Oof. Step your right leg back, drop the knee to the mat, bring your hands onto your front knee. At this time, if you're going to, lift that back knee off the floor. Please press into the heel of your back foot. That is your anchor. Lift up at your sternum. Don't lift your shoulders up as you sweep the arms up. So shoulders stay down. Activate your fingers and breathe. So pressing through that back leg, the back heel, this anchors your posture. Turn your palms forward, spread your fingers apart, bring them down to the mat. Take the other leg back, coming into whatever version of plank, push-up position. Remember, if you reach through with the crown of your head, shoulders move away from your ears, pressing all 10 fingers into the mat, especially your baby finger and your thumb. And of course, you want to pull your navel in towards your spine. And if anything, you might tip your tailbone towards the floor. So rather than sagging, it's okay if your bum's poking up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're engaging your core here. That's part of strengthening the upper body. Men have a lot of more upper body strength than women, so consider we can strengthen it. We don't need to be as strong as them, but we need to be strong. Release the knees, flatten the tops of the feet. Slowly take your buttocks back towards your heels. Don't move your hands, leave them where they are. If your forearms and elbows can rest on the mat, and if not, that's okay. Now stay nice and low. Slowly come forward, slow, slow, slow. And then bring the chest and the chin down onto your mats. Do what you can. Some of us have very tight upper backs. This helps to loosen things. Slide everything out behind you. Looking for my poor little mic here. Okay. Forehead on the mat. Now we're going to come up into the fuller expression, although feel free to stay with baby cobra. Remember, you can take your feet to the edges of your mat. This broadens the lower back and gives a little more space for movement through an area that is fairly solid. Roll the invisible alley with your nose. And then slowly lifting head, neck, and shoulders. This is where we can push the floor away or just lift up without using arms. Remember, shoulders stay away from the body, elbows aligned with the wrists and the shoulders. Don't let them wing out. One more inhale. On an exhale, lengthen as you lower. Curl the toes under. Come on up onto your knees. Lift your hips up. Walk your feet a few inches forward. Bend your knees. Press your belly onto your thighs. Press your chest towards your knees. Align your ears with your inner arms. Press all 10 fingers into the floor. So this should have a lengthening effect on your spine. Think about pressing your sits bones towards the back wall. And maybe do just a little bit. And now press your heels towards the floor. Major posture for energizing. It's also considered an inversion to getting good blood supply to everything above the heart. Notice where your shoulder blades are here. Are they coming up towards the ears or are they moving towards the bottom of your spine? Lift your right leg up in the air, look at your right hand, sweep that foot as far forward as you can, other leg forward, let your heads hang. Give it a little bit of a swing here. Let your arms just hang. Even if they're not touching the floor, just let it all hang out here, relaxing, letting the stress of the weight-bearing positions that we just did, just let it all drain out. Now galvanize your thighs by lifting up on your kneecaps. Spread the weight evenly over the soles of your feet. Bring your arms beside your ears. Pull your bellies in. Inhale, sweep the arms in front, reaching up, looking up, feet apart for balance. Reach up, arc back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, reaching up. Hands in prayer. And back down. All righty. How you feeling? Give everything a little bit of a shake out here. In fact, spread your feet apart and let's just sweep and swing the arms from side to side. This is a nice little release too. You can slap your cheeks. I love it. Tech guy's got the phone up right almost in front of us. No, you're doing well. Very well. He's looking at his phone, looking at everything. I know that you, oh, he says crypto. Great. Don't look at that. Okay. All righty. So coming back into Tadasana, inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Interlock your fingers, church steeple, arms beside your ears. Inhales, reach up, stretch up. Now exhale to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Remember, don't lose any length in the spine here, so don't go so far that you're crunching. We just want to stretch the spine laterally. Okay, drop the head back, and then bring the arms beside the ears. Inhale, up. Exhale, release the hands, forward fold. Now bring the weight into the heels, bend your knees, sit back with the weight in the heels, reach up, coming into Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, float the arms down out to the side. Let's begin with Warrior One. We'll do a few transitions here. Again, we're focusing on releasing tension by stretching and strengthening the shoulders. So, right foot forward, left leg back. Now separate your feet so that you've got about 6 inches or so between your heels. So your front right foot 90 degrees forward, your back foot about 60 degrees. We want to orientate the hips, shoulders, and chest towards the front of the mat. Bend the front knee. Make sure you can see your big toe inside your knee. Your feet are about 2.5 to 3 feet apart. Back leg is straight, front knee, right leg bent. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Warrior One, holding that big beach ball. And then exhale, Bring the arms down, around, and behind your back. Interlock your fingers so your knuckles are pointing towards the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lifting the heart, looking up. Now exhale, keep that front knee bent. As you fold forward, lead with your hearts, bringing your arms up behind your back as much as you are able. And please let your head hang. So a little bit of balance here to boot. Breathing. Inhale, coming back up. Release the arms, come on back up into warrior one. And now let's transition into warrior two. So that means you're going to take your feet a little further apart. You're going to line up the heel of the front foot with the arch of the back foot. I know you know all this. And then you're going to lower your shoulders and lengthen through your neck and fix your gaze over your front right fingertips. Warrior two. Now inhale, straighten your front leg. We're going to reach forward, coming into Triconasana. Lower your front arm down in front and inside of your front leg. Reach the other arm up. Now exhale and lower it down. Inhale, sweep the arm up. Reach over your head. We're staying, our legs are not moving, just the arm. Reach up. Palm is facing forward. Exhale, palm facing down. Inhale, sweep up, palm facing sideways. And then exhale, palm facing down, reaching the arm over your ear. Inhale, come back up into warrior two, and then lower your back arm down your back leg, coming into peaceful warrior. Inhale, straighten your front leg, and then we'll do reverse triangle. Same arm movement, but reach that top arm up. Exhale, and let's pivot on our feet. Doing the other side. So we'll do everything kind of backwards in terms of the order. So bending that front knee in warrior two. Lengthen your neck. Stretch your arms and lower your shoulders. And then straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Coming into Triconasana. Reaching and stretching the arm up. Palm is facing forward. Exhale, lower the arm. Palm is facing down. Inhale, sweep the arm up. Exhale, bring it over your ear. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower the arm with the palm down. Inhale, reaching up. Last time, over your head, palm facing down. Inhale, come on back up into warrior two. Make sure the shoulders are down, neck is long. Exhale into peaceful warriors, reaching with your top arm up. Back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg, and let's do reverse Trikonasana. So lowering the back arm down the back leg, reaching up, and maybe a little bit over for our reverse triangle. Inhale, stretch up, and let's transition into warrior one. So lower your arms. Let's get our feet sorted out. So walk your left leg towards the outside of the mat, have it 90 degrees. Let's bring that back leg forward, pointing 60 degrees. Make sure your heels are separated about 6 inches. And then orientate the body to face the front of your mat, chest, shoulders, and hips. Bend your front knee, look down. You want your knee tracking over your middle toes. It wants to collapse in, don't let it. Engage, fire up those inner thigh adductor muscles. The anchor will still be the back leg. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And breathing, warrior one, or active beach ball holding. Boy, we can't wait for that, huh? It's been a long winter. Very, very long. Bring your arms behind your body, interlock your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lifting up with your heart and your eyes, and then fold forward from warrior one legs, coming into humble warriors, releasing the torso between the legs, arms up, relax your head. Inhale, arms stay back, reaching the arms up, warrior one, and then coming into the center. Feet are slightly turned out. Let's bend the legs, coming into our goddess pose, although they're like cactus arms. Press the elbows back. Press them back. Feel that stretch. Inhale, arms into victory. Sit down a little lower. Come back. Cactus, press the elbows back. Inhale, victory. Exhale, cactus, elbows back. And come on all the way up. Now, halfway over, flatten your back, lengthen your spine, tense your fingers on the floor in front of your face, lengthen your spine. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, reaching up, stretching up, looking up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, sweep the other arm up, reaching up, stretching up, looking up. Exhale, float it down. Walk your feet in towards one another, and let's come into a seated position. So we're going to start with forward folding, seated position. Pull the flesh out from underneath the sits bones. I know we've been doing this the last few weeks. It's just such an important posture. And I know that if you just practice this once a week, you're going to notice a huge difference in the strength of your core, the flexibility of your lower back and your hips. So you've pulled the flesh away from your sits bones, feet straight out in front, flexed, hands beside your hips with your fingers pointing forward. And then you can walk a little bit with your legs forward, sitting up nice and tall. And breathe. So elbows probably bent or not, depending on the length of your torso vis-a-vis the length of your arms. Feet are flexed a lot. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reaching up, stretching up, looking up. Now exhale, bend from the hips, not from your lower back. You're bending from your hips. You're reaching as you fold forward, reaching and stretching. Align your neck with your spine. One more inhalation. You may be lifting up a little bit. Reach and stretch with those arms. Reaching, stretching through the shoulders. Exhale. Now lower your hands to the furthest part of the legs. You might be grabbing your toes or your arches, your ankles or your calves, whatever it is. Yes, you're feeling a stretch, if not a burn in your hamstrings. We want to keep those stretched. Now, one more inhalation. Reach up through the crown of your head. So even come up a little bit here, and then exhale and forward fold. Now, whatever you're holding on to, can you use that as leverage to lengthen your spine and press your shoulders back, away from your ears, folding forward, whatever amount you can. Regaining lost flexibility. We all had it. Where'd it go? Well, the expression use it or lose it is what applies, but we're gaining. If you're practicing, you're getting it back safely, mindfully. And then walk your hands back up your legs. Oh, and bring your hands beside your hips. How much easier is it now to sit up straight? A little? A lot? Hopefully a lot. Okay, give your hands a little shake out here and your shoulders, just shake everything out. And let's do a nice twist position to bring ourselves towards the end. So I'll do the mirror image as usual, which I try to do most of the time. Bring your left foot outside of your right knee. Interlock your fingers 2 inches below the knee. Pull your torso towards the bent thigh. Flex the foot of the straight leg. Again, actively move your shoulders away from your ears. Now, place your left hand behind you to prop yourself up. Inhale the right arm up, reaching up, twisting. Start that twist as much as you can from the bottom of your spine, but think about a corkscrew. Lengthen as you twist, and then bring the elbow either to the outside of the knee or wrap the elbow around the knee, whichever is available to you. Inhale, lengthen right up through the crown, from the tailbone up. Exhale, twist whatever amount you can. And this is lovely for me. I'm looking at His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. Hello. He's such a beautiful man. He's got this childlike joyousness about him. And to be sure, that joyful, childlike, curious, open nature is a sign of an enlightened human being, because he has no attachments. He has very few desires other than things like world peace, but for himself, nothing. Practices gratitude. Inhale, reaching up through the crown. Exhale, releasing and counter twisting to the other side. Exhale, come back to center, and let's change. Placing the other foot flat on the floor outside of the knee. Flex the foot of the straight leg. Interlock your fingers 2 inches below the knee. Inhale, pull your torso up towards your thigh. Placing your right arm behind you to prop yourself up. Inhale, sweep the other arm up. Exhale, twist and turn. Inhale, lifting up and lengthening. Exhale, twist and turn. You
were losing power.
I'm losing power.
Yeah, so it's going to shut down in a second.
Oh, okay. Inhale. Exhale, twist, turn to the other side. And bring the body down onto the mat for Shavasana. Please don't skip this part. moving whatever you do that will help your body completely let go and relax. Close your eyes, separate the biting surfaces of the teeth. Let your body be soft and heavy. Okay, just for today, think about this. Just for today, I'm going to be mindful when using my electronic devices in terms of my posture and alignment. Just for today, I'm going to remember to breathe and feel my belly expand and contract. And just for today, I'm going to remember to smile for no particular reason. And just for today, I'm going to practice gratitude for something I take for granted. Have a grateful and great day. Namaste.